Welcome, YouTubers, once again to the Stink Bug Works, that super secret research and development division of Dr. Jet Laboratories. We're here again in the East Wing, and we're getting ready to make some hauls. So what I've done is I've taken my 1-inch plywood, my 1-inch foam, and I've marked out all the various pieces, and we're ready to go over here to the bandsaw, and we'll cut these out. I put some holes in here so I can get the router bit in there to route out the insides. A couple of things when you're buying foam. You notice a lot of these have some imperfections in them. That's not really that important. You got to think where the piece is going to be. For example, I had one of these that was kind of boogered up in one area, but it was going to have that area cut out, or it was going to be on a surface that gets glued to something else. So when you're looking at your foam, because you know they don't treat this stuff real nice at Home Depot, they're pretty brutal with it. In fact, this piece, you can see right here where the forklift tang went in to pick up the pallet, and it dinged it up here, and it kind of put a groove in it here so you can see. Hello, can you see right here? Where is it? There it is. You can see it's kind of got a warp in it there. That's the stuff you got to watch out for. So I'm not going to cut this hull out right here. I'll save that for emergency purposes only. But you see how easy it is to make these things. Once you start cutting them and routing them, I can make 50 as easily as I can make one. So if anybody wants some pre-cut jet steppers, let me know and I'll run some out. I'm going to build at least one, and I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use the power system that the winner comes up with, and that'll be the spec power system. So maybe I'll build a couple. These things are so easy to do. So I'm going to jet out here in a second, but I'll be back with more. I'm going to cut these things out and get them ready to route. I'll have to pull the router table out into the driveway because it makes so damned much dust. I don't want it in my shop. So until the next segment, jet out. Hello, tubers. Welcome back. I just thought I'd show you the results of just a few minutes of work. The bandsaw goes through this foam like it's not there. The router goes through this foam like it's not there. So it's real easy to get your basic hull, your hatch, and your step cut out in little to no time at all. I had some issues with my my hot wire. I used a different power supply, and you see how it looks kind of crappy through here. Don't worry about that, because once this thing's glued on, you're going to kind of block sand it, and you're going to use that expanding polyurethane glue, and it'll fill up any little inconsistencies from crappy hot wiring. So that's that. There's your basic hull ready to go. All you got to do is sand it, glue on some sheet styrene, and you're ready to go. Here's a little thought too. If you want it a little taller, you can always push up your hatch a little bit, and then on the piece of plastic that's underneath here, just glue a couple of little wood squares that the hatch can sit on, and that way when you're shaping it, you can get a little taller boat. I did run into problems with a couple of them clearing the motor. It was a tough time to, in fact, one of them, if you look, I took a plastic spoon and I put it over here and filled it in so the motor would have a little bubble. But this works just as good as kicking the hatch up a bit. And when you shape everything down, it's all good to go. And again, you don't need a bandsaw and a router. You can make this with some sandpaper and an X-Acto knife and a hacksaw. You know, you can take a hacksaw blade, get close enough, a sanding block, and you can get in there and get close enough for what this is. You know, this is a little boat built to bang into other boats. Anyway, so there's the latest on the development of the new challenge. We're going to call it, what are we going to call it? The single-stepped hydro challenge. So that's what this is, the single-stepped hydro challenge. So there we go. 3 hulls, I could just as easily make 5 or 10. It just depends on how much foam you had on hand. That's what I had. And then I was going through the parts, I found another sheet. And it's like, I just cleaned up all the tools and such. So when I get a chance to do another run of these, I can knock out as many as I need to. But for now, this will keep me in building materials. So there you go. Some thoughts on building this thing. We want it cheap. We want it fast. We want to build it fast. We don't want to spend much time fooling around with precision this and perfect that. This is a race boat, man. We're going to go out there and get it. Okay, until next time, jet out.